Hello and welcome to my first random Wi-Fi battle narration. I've never really done this before, and I probably won't do very many in general because I just suck so bad at live narration. But hell, I find it fun, so sue me. Now, I apologize in advance for the lack of attack animations in this video. I forgot to turn them back on after EV training my newest team member, Murkrow. And unfortunately, I didn't realize this until after I saved another battle video over this one. Darn. So on with the battle. He brings out a Metagross and Aaron against my double Intimidator. Unfortunately, my Intimidators go to waste against Metagross because that clear body. And he has a very interesting Aron. It's it's a level one surprisingly, and it has a berry juice to basically allow it to reuse its sturdy ability, so it can basically take 3 hits before dying. So I just decided to U-turn it, um, do nothing against it basically, but I get to switch in, and I just flit up its murder the Metagross. I don't really know why he stayed in against my Arcanine. I was fearing a fire attack reducing berry, but anyways, the Aaron goes along to use an Endeavor on Arcanine, which is pretty much what I expected. So I know that Arcanine's gonna die if I just stay out there, so I'm gonna switch into my Vaporeon. And Murkrow is going to start doing Perish Song, which has been very valuable to this team, and you'll see why later. So he goes on to Endeavor my Murkrow, which is also what I expected. And yeah. So this time I decided to go for the Quash on his Hydreigon. This will force him to move last and let Vaporeon get in a free Ice Beam. I'm expecting Hydreigon to attack Murkrow, but Aaron instead decides to try to tackle Murkrow, and for some reason Hydreigon wants to flamethrower Vaporeon, and I don't know what he was thinking. So I go for the Quash again, just to get the guaranteed KO on the Hydreigon. I was fearing a switch to he had a Tyranitar in his team preview, so I was fearing he may switch to something else. So I want to make sure I can hit that, and he again goes for the tackle, does nothing to Murkrow. Murkrow just laughs at it, and even with the critical hit, he only did like 3 damage. So he brings out his Garchomp, and I could have gone for the Quash here, but everyone's Perish Song count was down to 1, so I just wanted to get an attack decrease down on him. And for some stupid reason, Garchomp decided to go for Crunch on Murkrow, and it still did not KO him, which is hilarious. Uh, so anyways, Aaron goes for the Endeavor on Vaporeon, but unfortunately it's too late. And yeah, Perish Song takes effect, kills everyone, and because I have Arcanine Staraptor left, I basically win. So a very interesting strategy with that Aaron. I've never really seen that before. Of course, then again, I'm probably just a noob. But there you have it. There's my first Wi-Fi battle with my Murkrow debut. And now for the next battle. This battle had a very interesting uh, I don't know. I would have been absolutely screwed if it wasn't for my Murkrow Umbreon combo, which you're about to see on the first turn of this match. So, as I already said, I lead off with Murkrow and Umbreon. I should also note that my Murkrow is a bulky build, a physical bulky build. So it doesn't have any special defense EVs, but it does have Evilite, max defense, and max hit points with Bolt Nature. So I go for Perish Song, and Umbreon goes for, well, hold on. Delcatty goes for Simple Beam on Blissey, and this is the scary part because this means if it's Calm on Blissey could basically wreck my team. But I go for Mean Look. It basically locks Blissey in. I was already expecting them to do something with Blissey, and Blissey. It's a good thing I decided to go with Mean Look because Blissey starts to minimize. For those that don't know, minimize raises evasiveness by 2 stages. Simple ability doubles any stat changes. So it's basically +4 in evasion, so basically I pretty much can't hit it anymore. So at this point, it's critical that I protect my Umbreon. Uh, he switched, and I tried to go for the Feather Dance, but he switched into his Clear Body Metagross, which basically did nothing. I decided to Mean Look Metagross so I can set up another Perish Song later. And he basically decides to max out his evasion, which doesn't really matter anymore. And so Song is gradually doing its work. I decided to have Umbreon use Protect because I do not want him to take a hit. Song yeah, Murkrow gets another Song up, so that way it can start doing a number on Metagross. As predicted, he tries to go with Rock Slide, but does nothing against Murkrow because of his physical bulky build. And Umbreon's protected, so he takes no damage. So now we're down to one turn count on everyone except Metagross, who is just beginning his countdown. I decided to bring back Murkrow because he will be critical in the late game. I'm gonna bring out Arcanine. I'm expecting to have to Flare Blitz a Metagross, but you will see later that this plan will change. And of course, I know that Clear Body's gonna prevent Intimidate from really working, so Rock Slide is gonna hurt like a freaking mofo. But surprisingly, he actually goes for a Hammer Arm to try to murder face my Umbreon. So it doesn't really matter. He was gonna feint this turn anyways from Song, so I don't really know what he was thinking. So there goes Umbreon, and Blissey goes with Toxic, but Arcanine manages to avoid it. So with that, Parasong takes effect. All the massive amount of hit points that Blizzy has is basically made useless, and it's gone. So now I realize that I'm in a good position to basically have Parasong take down Metagross later, as long as I can concentrate on that Bullfalot. If I take that out, Metagross will be stuck. In this battle for the rest of the match. He's not gonna be able to switch out. So I decided to, instead of going for Flare Burst, decided to Extreme Speed his Bullfalot, and I have my Scarfed Staraptor use Close Combat to finish it off. I didn't want to chance it having a Chople Berry or a Focus Sash, so I made sure to basically counter that. Unfortunately, this is going to mean that Rock Slide is going to hurt like a freaking mofo. So Bullfalot's gone, and here comes the incoming Rock Slide that I was dreading. It nearly kills off Staraptor. Arcanine doesn't even take half damage from that. So yeah, Staraptor hangs on with 6 hit points. Go Staraptor. And he basically has a Delcatty left, which means I can basically just go for Extreme Speed, Close Combat, and let the Parasong finish off the Metagross. So yeah, no Chople Berry or Focus Sash is going to save you from this. And now, unfortunately, because of all these stat decreases, and well, it doesn't really matter anymore, anyways. But he's gonna take down Arcanine Staraptor with him, with Rock Slide. He's gonna take them both out, and yeah, unfortunately, that's all she wrote for them. But because I still have Murkrow left, Parasong is still gonna finish off Metagross, and I'm gonna win the match. So, whew, talk about a life-saving strategy with the Parasong Mean Look combo. And that will be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my Murkrow debut. I plan on using him in a number of other battles. He was actually just meant to be a generic Trick Room counter. Generic Trick Room counter, Sandstorm counter, basically anything that relies on speed or physical might gets destroyed by Murkrow. So yeah, there you have it. I'll be uploading some other videos later. They won't have narration, but they were pretty good matches. I won one and lost one, but they were very good matches, and I'm really glad that I recorded them when I did. So until next time, take care, and yeah, catch 'em all.